Hi, this is SJ Talks in Life. You new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Beautiful day. It's supposed to be a beautiful week up here in Michigan. It's May the 9th, 2022 today. Beautiful day up here in Michigan. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. The leaves are starting to come in on the trees. Um, the sun is starting to come out. It's supposed to be warm all this week. So hopefully our cold spell is over and we'll start to see some more sun because all these clouds were starting to drive me crazy. The sun lifts my spirits. When the sun is out, it just lifts my spirits. But anyway, I'm only gonna do this video and the next video that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mention Kevin Samuels in the video because I have some points to make, important points to make in that video, in this video, and after that, I'm not gonna talk about Kevin Samuels anymore. Um, Once again, condolences to his family, his mother, but I noticed, and his daughter. Um, I noticed that black women are really celebrating this man's death. They're celebrating. They're celebrating. A lot of black women are celebrating this man's death, um, because there was a lot of black women that didn't like. I didn't agree on a lot of things that he said either. Um, but it's a lot of. I guess. I guess that there was a lot of black women that was so upset to the point to where uh, they sound like they hate the man, and you're not supposed to harbor hatred in your heart for anyone. You're not supposed to hate anyone. Um, and I know in the video where I'm talking about Kevin's passing, I mentioned Proverbs 24:17-18. It says that we are not to um, rejoice in your, it's not those words, but in your enemy's demise. You're not supposed to, so that's not okay for black women to do that. Kevin Samuels has a mother. He was he was his mother's only child. Kevin was her only child. So my thought is, if these black women that are bashing him, you know, celebrating his death, they have children. So just imagine if your child, something happens to your child, God forbid, I hope not, and people are bashing that person. It's just like when a black man gets killed by the hands of the police and people are saying bad things about him, calling him racist. People are calling him thugs and saying they was deserving. Every time a black man gets killed by the police, it's always the same thing. He should have complied. He deserved it because he didn't comply. And then he's criminalized and called a thug and all that kind of stuff. You just imagine what the mothers, and sometimes there's speculations too. So just imagine what the mothers must go through. Not only have to deal with the pain of losing their son, but also have to deal with people bad mouthing them on top of that. And it's just not okay. I didn't agree with a lot of things that Kevin Samuels said myself. Some things they said, he said, I didn't know, I wasn't aware that he said it because, well, I didn't watch him on a regular basis. I don't make it I try not to make it a practice of watching people that upset me. And I had cut way back on watching people that were being disrespectful to black women. I cut way back on that. So, I would tune in here and there just to see what he was talking about. And then, like I said, I had a couple videos on here, expressing my thoughts on what I didn't like. But a lot of the things that he said, wasn't aware that he said them. Because, like I said, I didn't watch him on a regular basis. Because time is precious. And if somebody's, I'm not going to sit up and watch somebody for 2 hours that I feel is being disrespectful towards black women. Now, that's just my opinion, But just because you don't agree with somebody, that doesn't mean that it's okay to say, oh, you happy that they're gone. That's not okay. And God does not approve of that. God does not approve. Especially if these women have children themselves. If they have children themselves, you got to think about his mother. He was an only child on his mother's side, not on his father's side, but on his mother's side. On his mother's side, Vlad has an interview where Vlad TV is interviewing him, and he's talking about his parents, and that gives you a little bit more of a backstory on him. If you want a little bit more of a backstory on him, Vlad TV did an interview on him, and that gives you more of a backstory on him. But yeah, his father had other children, but his mother only had one child, and that was him. And he was predominantly raised by his mom. So just imagine the hurt and the pain. I have 2 sons myself. I have 2 sons. And they mean the world to me. And I can't imagine if something was to happen to one of my sons. God forbid. I pray it doesn't. And people was bad-mouthing them. It would be hard for me to process it. It would be hard for me to... I can't even begin to imagine the pain that I would feel. I can't even begin to imagine the pain. So I think about the mothers, because I'm a mother. I'm a mother myself, and so I have 2 sons. So I think about his mom and the pain that she must be feeling right now. And even if you didn't care for Kevin Samuels, his mama ain't said nothing about you. His mama ain't said nothing negative about you. Was his mom on YouTube bashing black women? And you shouldn't have nothing against his mother. So have some respect for his mom. She has to bury her son. No mother wants to bury their child. No mother. No mother wants to endure that. She has to endure that. And then people are, I'm not going to repeat some of the other stuff that they're saying. If you're on YouTube, if you're watching the YouTube streets, you know what's being said. So I don't have to repeat it on here. So I'm not going to go into all that. But yeah, this is just not okay. It's not okay for black women to do that. It's not loving. It's not okay. God does not approve, sisters. I get it. I'm about to address that. I get it that black men should not be coming on YouTube bashing black women. I get it. I get that. I know that you're hurt. I get that. It hurts me too. But you got to You got to let it. You can't walk around with that anger and bitterness in your heart. If we walk around with anger and bitterness, like I said in my video, Sisters Protect Your Spirit, my video, Sisters Protect Your Spirit. If you haven't had a chance to go check that video out, go check it out. You know, and the video, and did I address it in that video? The video where I'm addressing the black people, stop the black on black hatred. That video, stop the black on black hatred. I talked about bitterness in your heart. It will consume you. Anger and bitterness in your heart will consume you. It will destroy you. So black women, don't walk around like that. Don't walk around with that anger and bitterness in your heart. It will destroy you. Let it go. Let it go. Forgiveness. Forgive Brother Kevin. Forgive him. I'm gonna forgive him. Okay. Forgive him. He's no longer with us. Forgive him. Let it go. Just let it go. Okay? Let it go. Don't carry that bitterness and anger around. It's gonna eat at you. It's gonna eat at you. It's gonna destroy that anger and bitterness is gonna destroy you. It'll destroy you mentally, physically, and spiritually. So let it go. Sisters, let it go. It's not loving and it's not okay. To spew hatred towards this man after his passing. It's not okay. Let it go. We gotta make it a practice to forgive people. We gotta focus on that because none of us know when our time is up. We could be here today and go tomorrow. We don't know how much time we got. So we gotta make it a practice of forgiving people and letting things go. We can't hold things in. We gotta let it go. So forgive the brother. Forgive the brother. He's not the worst person in the world. Trust me. There's people out there that's 10 times worse than him. Focus on the black men that are still on YouTube bashing black women. Speak out against that. That the ones that are still here and doing that. But Kevin is no longer with us. Let's just forgive him and move on. You know. Okay, but it's just not okay for women. God doesn't approve of it. He doesn't like it. And women need to have more respect for his mother and his daughter, and he has a daughter in his family. Okay, let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are on that, and hit the subscribe, like, and share notification. And until the next video, be blessed.